Hey guys, Aaron here. Welcome back to another Body Club workout. Today we're into part 2 of our dumbbell complex. Part 1 we looked at perfecting the technique of 8 key exercises that you can do with a barbell. Now we've perfected them, we're going to move through and we're going to do a little bit of a killer workout. We've got 8 reps of each exercise with 8 exercises. Okay, we're going to go through. When we get to the end of the round, we're going to take about a minute rest, and we're going to do 4 rounds of this one today, so it's going to be relatively full on. So let's get you moving. So come to bring the bar. All right, be careful as you pick it up. It's coming onto your shoulders. Remember, if you're not familiar with the technique, go back to part 1 and work on your technique. 4, 5, let those elbows go forward and up. 6, chest up. 7, one more. 8, straight into overhead press. I'll give you a little bit of a different angle in a minute. Press up overhead, nice and close, and back. Press, back. Press, right up over the shoulders. Keep it going. 2 to go. Keep stable. That's it, good. Bar racks onto the shoulders. We're going for a split squat. If you don't remember the technique, as I say, just revert back to part 1. Bending both knees, coming into that lunge. Head, chest up. 2 to go. Changing, other side. Great stuff, guys. Into our bent over row. Sitting those hips back. Push the tailbone away. Row into the chest. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good work. Down into our glutes bridge. Pulling that bar onto the hips. Heels shoulder width apart, knees shoulder width apart. Drive it up, push. Good, squeeze up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, pushing through, good. Coming into our narrow grip floor press, okay? So bars racked up over your chest, elbows tucked in, and exhale, push down through the back of your shoulders, through your feet. 1, 2, hands shoulder width, elbows shoulder width, so elbows tucking into the sides. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brilliant. And then bring that bar down and off. Final one, RDL, Romanian Deadlift. Different from the regular deadlift, more hip dominant, a little bit less knee bend. Okay, pull the bar all the way to your shins before you pick it up. So the shins stay pretty much vertical and the hips sit back. Okay, from the top, let's go. Brush the bar down the thighs. 1, good. activation, a bit of a squeeze through those glutes at the top. Keep the shoulders pulled back. And 8. Good. Take a breather. We've got 1 minute breather there. Grab a drink. Right. Tough, guys. 3 rounds of that left to go. Which one's your favourite? I'd say probably the RDLs are my favourite. Maybe that's because they're probably the easiest one for me to do. Which one do I need to work on more? Maybe the front squats. Alright, so we've all got favourites, so you're equally important to make sure we're working on our weaknesses as well as our strengths. Okay, 30 seconds left to go. Alright, round 2. Back into our front squats. I'll give you a different angle this time, just in case you need to check up again on the technique. Go front on. Okay, let's go. Bar to the shoulders, elbows forward and up. Sit back and down. 8. 2 to go. Good stuff. We're going overhead press, resting on your shoulders. From here, strict press, push. If you're really struggling, give it a push with your legs into push press. I might need to go there on the last set, or maybe even the next set, we'll see. One more. Onto the shoulders. We're going into those split squats. 1 leg forward, 1 leg back. All right, down and up. Probably my least favorite of them, these ones. Probably the one because it needs the most practice. So good for that lower limb alignment and that lower body strength. 1 more. Well done. 8. 8 on the other side. Switching it over, sinking down into it. As you can feel with this, not only is this circuit great for your strength, but it's great for that cardiovascular conditioning as well. That heart rate up nice and high. 3 to go. 1 more. Excellent stuff. Bringing it back down to the front. And as you can see here, we're working from an upper body to a lower body and back to an upper body exercise. Blood's moving around the body. The upper body can rest while we're doing lower body. The lower body can rest while we're doing upper body. And that way we can keep the conditioning nice and high. As you can feel, I'm already absolutely gassed. Right, shins on the bar. Bent over rows for 8. Shoulder blades back. And pull. Remember, not hunch the shoulders. You glide your shoulder blades towards each other. Drive those elbows back. 6, 7, and 8. Great stuff. Glute bridge. I'm going to do this from the side, just a bit easier, get a better visual. As I say, if you don't have big plates, you might not be able to roll the bar over your thighs. You might just have to lift the bar onto your thighs. Just be careful when you're moving it around. Feet, shoulder width, driving up through those hips. So let's go 8, push, 7, 6, 5, 4. Big squeeze through those glutes. 3. Chest heavy. 2. Tailbone under. 1. Into that floor press. Wrap your thumbs around the bar on your floor press. Elbows are going to be narrow. Okay, it's coming up over the chest. Push back through the shoulders into the floor. Down through your shoulders, away from your ears. Those lats getting loads of, providing lots of stability, providing a platform for your press. 3 to go. Great stuff, guys. And back. And then moving through, finally, those RDLs. Bring the bar to the shins. Don't pick the bar up with a round back. Pick the bar up with a flat back. Wrap the thumbs around the bar. Hands a bit wider than the shoulders. Sit the hips back, come as far as your hamstrings will allow. If you've got tight hamstrings, this exercise is great for helping you to stretch out your hamstrings. Resistance training is also very good for mobility, improving your range of motion. You will find though, if you're tight through your hamstrings, you won't be able to come as far down. It might just be that you go to your knees. If your hamstrings are tight, you may end up rounding through your back. To do this exercise, we want to keep that dead straight. Good stuff, guys. Another breather. I need to grab a towel. Getting a really good sweat on here. Okay. 30 seconds. We're into round 3. We're halfway through. All right. Getting set for round 3. Back into our front squats. More of a challenge. Give yourself some more weight. Getting too hard, bring the weight back down a little bit. 8 reps, front squats. Give yourself a little bit of a turnout on your front squat. So from here, my feet aren't forward, a little bit turn out. Give you a bit more space, a bit more room in your hips. I'll do these at 45 just so you can see. Let's go for 8. Push those elbows up, keep the chest up. Well done, good. Feet forward, 8 overhead press. Two to go. You got it. One more. Bar on your shoulders. Split squat. Let's go. Or static lunge. Also down and up. Sinking deep and up. A little bit more weight for that front leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Switch it up. Other side. So we want to work hard. We don't want to be working to the point where we get sloppy. So So if you're struggling to hold your form, you might need to drop the weight a bit. Keep it tidy. And one more. Great work. Push it up off the shoulders, overhand grip into our bent over row. Hands a bit wider than your shoulders. Let's get my breath back. Bar into the thighs. Grip the hands around. Head and chest forwards. Hips back. Pull the bar all the way up. Set yourself back straight and pull. Elbows drive back. Back stays straight. Keeping your head in line. 2 to go. Try not to pump. Try and keep it strict. There tends to be a tendency to pump the body. If you get really tired, it's okay. Give it a bit of a pump. But keep it as strict as you can for as long as you can. Good stuff. Glute bridge, floor press, RDL. Getting towards the end of round 3. All right. Good practice not to clang the weights around too much, especially in a studio like me. So I'll try and keep this on the mat as I do it. All right, let's go. 8, hip bridge, drive, 1. Such important muscles to work these hip extensors. Your glutes and your hamstrings. Really important for our posture. So although I'm lying on my back, I do really help stabilize you when you're upright. Completely lost count now. Lose count. 2 to go. Well, all the way to the top. Good. Into that narrow press. Elbows going to brush the sides. Up over your chest. You can use a bench. You can lift the bar off the bench if you want. Let's go. Press. Remember, you can do this circuit with dumbbells. They're all modifiable. If you're struggling to find ways to modify it, just drop me an email, aaron@bodyclub.com. I'll get back to you with those modifications. Getting lost count. Might be 7, but we'll get an extra, sneak an extra rep in there. It's funny enough, I don't mind sneaking the extra reps in when it's a pressing exercise. Right, and then into those RDLs to finish. Feet facing forward, bars on the shins. Remember, we need good form with these RDLs. Off the floor, we want to try and get the back straight, hips down. Deadlift it up, and then we bring it into our Romanian deadlift. A little bit less bend going on in the knees there. A bit more hip dominant. If you're confident with it, you give it a drive to the top with the hips. Important not to go too far forward. I don't want to hinge into the back. 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Wow. Let's go, 1 more minute rest. Digging deep for the last round. So, good workout to do this one in the gym. The gym's busy. See a spare barbell, grab a barbell, full body workout, easy. Yeah, don't always need tons of equipment. Sometimes the simplest things are the best. So many positive adaptations that you get physiologically from doing strength training. Too many for me to name right now. Okay, we're going 10 seconds and we're back into our final set. All right, so this will take us through to probably around about the 30-minute marker. All right, if you remember, 8 front squats, bar to the shins. If you know how to do it clean, then you can always clean it up. Otherwise, pull it off a rack or do something that resembles a clean. Okay, so 2, 3, spread the floor, push wide. 4, into those heels. Elbows up, 5. Good depth, guys. But keeping that back straight. Tough one is this press. Push, let's try and keep it strict. If we need to have a little push press, have a little cheat when we get to the end, if we need it. Get everything you can out of those shoulders. Keep that straight line. 4 to go. Extra one, onto your shoulders, mainly because I lost count. Right, split stance, ball of the back foot. All right, sink low, chest up, deep into it, drive. Don't lean back. A little bit of forward torso angle. One more. Well done, guys. Split squat right. Starting to feel it now. It's an extra last bit of energy that we need to get through the end of this session. One more to go. And now we can put the bar down. Push press it back to your chest and down. As I say, you can work off a rack if you want to. Okay. Final 4. Bent over rows, 8 reps. Bar into the shins. Straight back. Lift. Set yourself. Bar stays close to you, not leaning forward, you're hinging back. 8 rows. 1. Keep them strict. Try not to pump your body. Good stuff, guys. Bent over row done. Glute bridge. Narrow floor press. Get comfortable on your hips. Use that bar pad. Or roll up a towel if you need to, if you're really uncomfortable on your hips there. Feet walk towards your bum. Shoulder width, drive. Drive. That mind to muscle, consciously activating those glutes. A little bit of a tuck under through the hips on the way up. Heavy through the ribs, so we don't arch. Don't want to do this with the back, lower back. We want to lengthen the lower back, shorten the back of the hips. 2 to go. 1. All right. Arms are tired from all this pressing. We've got 1 more round of this to go. Up. Elbows tight. Hands directly over the elbows. Not back over your neck or forward over your tummy. Floor press. Going a bit narrower today to hit the triceps. Anterior delts, front of the shoulders. Still pec work going on. 4 to go. Keep it over your chest, try not to push back over your head or your neck. 2. And 1. Extra rep. Good. And down. All right. Finally, those RDLs. All right. Get yourself set. As I say, take the rest if you need, okay? Because we don't want to be sloppy. We want good quality reps here, all right? Bar to the shins, hips back. First one is a deadlift. Second, then we start from those RDLs. Notice the spinal position is not rounding. My chest reaches forwards. My hips reach back. Trying to find length, oppositional stretch. Put it down the same way you picked it up. Important to not put your weight down by rounding off. All right, check that out. I need to change a t-shirt and shower. Thanks so much for joining today, guys. I hope you enjoy this. Obviously, practice as much as you can, and you'll get a lot out of working with barbells going forward. Hit me up if you've got any questions. Hopefully I'll catch you next time. Thanks a lot.